On May 28, an obscure podcast claiming to expose the dark secrets of the K-pop industry suddenly went viral across social media platforms. Hosted by an influencer named Kira, the show made sensational claims, most notably, that she was the ex-girlfriend of T.O.P, BIGBANG. Kira went on to reveal shocking stories involving the Burning Sun scandal, all BIGBANG members, and even two of Korea's biggest female idols, IU and Jennie, BLACKPINK. These revelations ignited a fierce online firestorm, raising alarming questions about the limits of free speech on the internet, especially when such freedom becomes a weapon to manipulate public opinion and destroy reputations. "I'm T.O.P's ex-girlfriend," when a single sentence sparks chaos. No photos. No evidence. No verification. All it took was one line, "I used to date T.O.P, BIGBANG," for Kira, a previously unknown figure, to become the most talked about person on social media. In a podcast episode lasting over an hour, Kira claimed that T.O.P had confided in her that all BIGBANG members were involved in the Burning Sun scandal, but Seungri was chosen by the agency as the scapegoat because he was the least popular. According to her, Seungri agreed to take the fall in exchange for a hefty payout upon release from prison. These remarks triggered massive debate. While some were intrigued by the boldness, many others expressed doubt and anger over the story's one-sided and unverified nature. The alarming reality is that even such baseless claims can stir public unrest, pull media attention, and provoke fan outrage. BIGBANG was involved, Seungri was paid to go to jail? When conspiracy replaces the rule of law. Since the Burning Sun scandal erupted in 2019, South Korean authorities have thoroughly investigated the case, ultimately charging only Seungri with criminal offenses. The theory that all BIGBANG members were involved and Seungri was paid to go to jail for them lacks not only evidence but also disrespects the entire judicial process. The danger lies in how conspiracy theories are now seeping into public consciousness through seemingly casual, digestible formats like entertainment podcasts. The stories are told with calm confidence, as if they're undeniable facts. And when the storyteller labels herself an ex-girlfriend, trust from listeners increases dramatically. Name-dropping IU and Jennie, sensationalism or calculated character assassination? Kira and her co-host, influencer Woodak, didn't stop at BIGBANG. They moved on to two of Korea's most beloved female idols with even more damaging accusations. IU was accused of escorting for $5,000 a night, a statement that deeply defames her character and could have legal consequences if unfounded. Jennie, BLACKPINK, was accused of spending the night and recording an intimate video with the heir to the BMW conglomerate, a claim that not only harms her image but could also impact K-pop's relationship with global corporate circles. These groundless allegations enraged fans. On platforms like X, Twitter, and Instagram, fans demanded that IU and Jennie's agencies take swift legal action. "This isn't freedom of speech, this is calculated defamation meant to destroy an artist's life," one top comment read. From clickbait to slander culture, how podcasts are becoming tools of destruction. In recent years, podcasts have become one of the most beloved content formats thanks to their intimate, personalized nature and creative freedom. However, that very freedom is being abused by some to spread unchecked rumors, especially in the entertainment world, where gossip spreads fast and hits hard. Kira's case is a textbook example of drama-baiting podcasts programs that use scandal, sex, and conspiracy to lure listeners and go viral. This not only damages the lives of artists but also poisons the entertainment environment, especially in high-pressure industries like K-pop. Many South Korean media experts are now calling for clearer legal frameworks to govern podcast content, similar to regulations already in place for television and print journalism. Without such safeguards, the line between entertainment and defamation remains dangerously blurred. When fame becomes bait in the age of user-generated content. This scandal involving Kira, T.O.P, Seungri, IU, and Jennie reveals a hard truth. In today's digital world, an artist's reputation is no longer in their control, but in the hands of whoever tells the most compelling story. That someone with no verified relationship to T.O.P can fabricate wild stories about the biggest names in K-pop, and draw millions of views and reactions, shows just how fragile the truth has become. If management companies don't respond with legal force, and if the public doesn't think critically, we risk entering an era where anyone's claim carries more weight than fact. Conclusion. This story is more than just another internet scandal, it's a wake-up call about how we consume information. In a world where everyone can broadcast their opinions, what we need more than ever is critical thinking, media literacy, and strong legal protections for those who fall victim to baseless defamation. Otherwise, even the brightest stars can be dragged down by the darkest lies. In a shocking turn of events that has taken the K-pop community by storm, a self-proclaimed ex-girlfriend of T.O.P, BIGBANG, has come forward with explosive allegations, claiming that all members of the legendary boy group were involved in the infamous Burning Sun scandal. The revelations, made during a podcast hosted by influencer Kira, have stirred massive debate across social media and reignited public scrutiny over one of K-pop's darkest chapters. A Storm from the Shadows. The podcast episode, released on May 28, was promoted as an expose into the dark underbelly of the K-pop industry. But no one expected the sheer scale of its claims. Speaking calmly and with supposed authority, Kira introduced herself as T.O.P's former girlfriend and alleged that he had once confided to her the real story behind the Burning Sun scandal. According to Kira, it was not only Seungri, the former Big Bang member who was convicted in connection to the case, who had ties to the scandal, but all 5 members of the group were somehow involved. Most explosively, she claimed that Seungri was made the sacrificial lamb because he was the least popular, while the other members continued their activities as if nothing had happened. T.O.P told me the company made Seungri take the fall. They paid him off to go to jail. The others were involved too, but only he had to suffer, Kira claimed during the podcast. Netizens react, between shock and skepticism. The statement immediately went viral on X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Korean online forums. Hashtags like #BigBang_BurningSun and #Top_girlfriend allegations began trending globally. While some users were captivated by the boldness of the claims, a vast majority expressed deep skepticism. She offers no proof, no recordings, no screenshots. Just words. Yet some people are treating it like gospel, one user commented. Others pointed out that the Burning Sun case had already gone through a long, meticulous legal process in South Korea. Seungri was the only member charged, and to date, no evidence had ever surfaced suggesting involvement by other Big Bang members. The danger of viral confessions. This isn't the first time a podcast or influencer has made sensational claims about gay pop idols, but the T.O.P girlfriend scandal marks a new level of public manipulation. With just one microphone and a viral narrative, anyone can now influence millions of fans and potentially ruin careers. What makes this case even more alarming is how the podcast format gives a false sense of intimacy and truth. By speaking in a calm, casual tone, Kira presented her claims as though they were undeniable facts, despite providing no concrete evidence. Several media watchdogs in Korea have raised red flags about this incident, calling for tighter regulations on user-generated content that touches public figures. Legal experts warn that even if these claims are false, the damage to reputation can be long-lasting and nearly impossible to reverse in today's fast-paced digital world.